I'll come to questions from an MFD perspective or IFA perspective. The competition right now in the market for them is way higher. You have NDs pulling clients, you have other distributors creating competition for you. At the same time, as I put it in my presentation, that the big boys are becoming bigger. So you have stronger wealth management firm. The bankers are reaching to the smaller cities and distributing products. So how would one create a differentiator for themselves as a distributor for a long term going forward, say 7-10 years?
Sure. So, see, on one side, you're competing, like AP said, with tech firms, okay, who have the best technology, who can reach out to as many customers in the lowest cost. They don't care unko recovery ho rahi hai ki nahi of cost, advisory cost or no. That's one end of the spectrum. Then at the other end of the spectrum, you have your banks who already have a large customer base. You can never compete with them. They don't have to go out and acquire customers. It's just a question of cross-sell to those customers through, existing RMs that are there. So everywhere there is a lot of competition for you in every aspect. Whether you're trying to acquire, whether you're trying to improve your technology, somebody is already there. The only, I think not the only, but one of the biggest ways that you can compete at an even platform is being able to create differentiated access of different asset classes for your clients. Like Rajesh mentioned earlier in the conversation, clients need, as they hit a certain level of wealth, they want to get something different which they will not get anywhere else. They have access to, ETFs, they have access to the best of mutual funds, they have access to everything, How are you going to compete against a client who himself has access, is being bombarded by some of the wealth management firms, is being bombarded by the banks? The only way you'll be able to compete is you're able to kind of offer a differentiated access, which typically he will not get in the market. A bank RM will typically may not sell too many alternative assets because they want to sell as many fast-moving products as possible, So that's where you will bring a lot of differentiation because client is anyways demanding it. So that, and I've heard many IFDs also say, I can't compete with a bank because pura book uske paas hai. FD bhi uske paas hai, loan bhi uske paas hai. So why don't you take the full book? The client is anyways wanting to get access to a larger asset class. He wants real estate. There are REITs. He wants FDs. You can give credit. There are multiple things that you can do in the alternative space, and you can capture as much of the client's wallet as possible, even through alternates, which supplement your mutual fund income as well. So so it's a great tool for differentiation, I think.
But I think fundamentally and finally, it's about personalization. See, my money is not managed by a bank. It is managed by an ex-banker who's on her own and works with a boutique setup. Why? Because she can do personalized things for me. She knows exactly what I need, what my family needs, what are my children's education timelines. Every single thing she knows about what I've been doing. And when I tell her that I need to change this X nomination out of Y into Z, I want this to be joint, this to be individual, she's thinking, okay, your daughter is 13, can she make a PPF account for her? So personalization, apart from everything else, you have to go as smaller MFDs, you have to know about your client, which maybe the bigger guys may not know. So apart from getting differentiation, if you're personally totally invested with your clients, that will also allow you to figure out what the client needs. So whether they need a credit fund, whether they need an alternate fund, whether they need PMS, everything, then you will be able to mix and match and say, okay, this client needs this. And you can tell them, okay, marriage, education, buying a house, buying a car, let's put these things in buckets and help our customers.